Deb's right there folding clothes. She'll probably peek her head out and say, "You picked the hottest days to work outside." Welcome back and thanks for clicking. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. We're trying to get to 200,000 before the end of this year. But this morning I've been working on some landscaping because we've been in this house 1 year. Did a lot of stuff when it was first built, as far as put in the driveway, put in a walkway here. But other things took priority. We got cows, we got a mini donkey, and I've never gotten around to sodding here as you come up into the house, and it's kind of unsightly. So I want to get that done. But we had a drought and we didn't get rain for like 5 weeks. So this was like rock hard, super rock hard clay. There was no sense putting down sod that I was going to have to be married to and watering every day. So I'm trying to get ready because it looks like we got regular rain in the forecast. So I grabbed some dirt from our compost pit in the back of the property and I put a few bucket loads there. And I'm trying to build that up because as the water washes down the hill behind me, it'll wash over top of the driveway. But I think I can solve all that with sod. So I'm trying to build this up a little bit with good soil. And then I want to put a couple pallets of sod on here. And hopefully the water will scooch around behind the house. That's the way it was designed, is to come off that hill and go that way. But I haven't put the sod on order because I haven't finished doing the dirt work. And I can't finish doing the dirt work until I do what we're going to start this video with. And the reason I got the Kubota bucket on here is because it's bigger than the Summit bucket. And this tractor can handle the extra volume. New watermelon patch is looking good. Deb's right there folding clothes. She'll probably peek her head out and say, "You picked the hottest days to work outside." I work outside every day of the year. Some days are just hotter than others, and today is one of those hot days. But I got to get that clay in here because this has never been properly backfilled or anything after the concrete was poured and the house was built. So I just want to get it higher next to the house so that the water will flow away. Because we're going to put river rock all in here after I put down some landscaping cloth. Only way to do that is with a shovel. I put a bunch of loads of dirt here and leveled it out and made like a berm so the water should stay over that way. So this is ready for sod. And I went this morning and got a scoop of river rock, and I had taken Deb there a few weeks ago and we picked out the color of the rock. And then when I got it home, she's like, "Is it gonna get any lighter colored than that?" What it was is it had a lot of dust on it. So I washed the rock off. One, just to show her the color of the rock, and also to get some of that dust off of there so it's not sitting there in the rock bed and those fines making a good place for weeds to take hold. But it's 92 or 94 degrees. There's a heat advisory. And I was thinking about not doing this project, but then when I was driving home with the rock, I drove by my neighbor's house, and she's 80 some years old. She had her lawnmower out there, her Kubota diesel zero turn, and she was picking weeds next to her mailbox. And I was thinking, if she can be out there working in the sun, so can I. The rock place sells this really nice edging here that is very flexible and looks better than the rubber edging that we have here. But what I'm going to do is take that rubber edging and add a piece to it and get it up to the corner of that concrete pad. And then I'm going to come to the other side of the concrete pad and then go there and make like a little swoop with this stuff. It might be better if the grass was back a little, so that way if it gets too tall, it won't hit the air conditioner. Decisions. Was going to take that rubber edging and go up to there, but I decided to go 6 foot away from the house. So once I get this at 6 foot all the way down here, I'm going to take the hatchet and mark it. Then I'll have a mark all the way down there. Then I can start digging it with the claw, the hammer. That's what I found is kind of the best way to do it. But woo doggy, is it hot. Guys, there's no way to sugarcoat this. It is just brutal out here. I'm soaked, and but I got it. I got the trench dug with the claw of the hammer, and that was the best way. I used the tile scraper thing that I have to kind of cut through because it's got a real thin blade on it, kind of mark it. But the claw of the hammer was the best. That I could really move that hard, dry clay out of the way. Deb brought me out a Gatorade. I've chugged that down, and I've almost drank all this. But the claw hammer was good. The hatchet didn't really work at all. That would only make little dents in the ground there. And there wasn't any roots or anything to cut. Although I was surprised that there was some grass roots from where we had planted Bahia grass. And they were down pretty deep considering how thick that clay layer is. But I laid in that edging, and it is a composite or man-made edging. Imagine particle board, but made for the outdoor environment. And that stuff, when it gets hot, you can bend it any way you want to bend it. And they gave me stakes because I bought it in 20-foot lengths. It was $50 a stick. So what's that, $2 and something a foot. And they gave me a stake for every 2 feet. So that's the hard part. Next, I'm going to lay down some landscaping cloth. I got a little bit of landscaping cloth and a little bit of silk cloth or silk fencing. And all I want to do is let the water sink into the ground, that doesn't run off. And then I put the rocks on top of it. So I think the hardest part is done. And I think what I'm going to do is just screw this rubber edging into the new edging here. And it's just going to stick up above it a little bit. I can't think of any way to make it look cleaner than that. Got a few screws here and some washers to spread out the force. Now they gave me a stake for every 2 feet, but I'm only going to put them where they're needed because this is clay and it's going to be hard to get those stakes in. I don't want to break them or mangle them, so I'm actually going to have to pre-dig the hole most of the way and then pound them in like the last couple inches. So I want to minimize how many times I've got to do that. The edging's in and it looks really good. But I will say they were right at the place where I bought it, is that the stakes need to be every 2 feet because I have this trench here that's wider than the board and it was kind of flexing and not looking really straight. So I went ahead and put in a stake every 2 feet. And what I'm doing now is where the trench is a little bit wider than the edging, I'm going to put some clay down in there just so that doesn't move when we put rock in there. And speaking of rock, we've had a change of plans. So a few minutes ago in the video, you saw me go to our local rock and landscape guy and get a load of brown river rock. Now, I took Deb there a few weeks ago and I said, you know, they have all different color rock. There's a rock that I really wanted. It was called an Appalachian rock. And it was had a lot of dark browns in it. And Deb's like, well, that won't really match what we got going on with the house and everything. I was like, okay, we'll pick a rock. And then when we're ready to do this project, I'll get that rock. So over there, we used round river rock against the driveway. And then we put a drainage pipe in there with holes in it. So any water that gets on that concrete pad there hits that river rock, goes into that pipe, and then goes out over there. And then over here, we didn't want to walk on river rock for our walkway, so we used 57 gravel, which is the same gravel as our driveway. Well, she came out a few times, brought me Gatorade, brought me a Red Bull, kept me hydrated, and I was like, how's it look? And she's like, this looks great. She wouldn't say anything else besides that. And I was like, well, what's wrong? I don't know. I don't know about the color of that rock. I go, well, that's what we picked. She said, I'm just worried that we're going to have this whitish rock coming up to the front door, and you're going to look to your right, and we're going to see this brown rock I just bought. And she said, what if we put 57 gravel here, because we have an extra truckload of it we bought when we put the driveway in. Whatever I put down here is the last thing I'm ever in my lifetime putting down here, so I don't care what it is. It can be 57 gravel, it can be the gravel I just bought, the river rock I just bought, or we can go buy something different. But I'm not doing this again. And the final decision is 57 gravel. Right, babe? She gave a thumbs up. So I'm gonna pack this in here so this edging doesn't move, and then it's landscaping cloth and 57 gravel, which I can scoop with the tractor, dump in here, and then we spread with a rake. Easy peasy.
I need to go back and look, because I bet you it's been almost exactly a year since we did that, and it doesn't seem like it. But for some reason, we choose the hottest days. He chooses the hottest days to do this. God love him. But it's crazy to me how much rock makes a difference in how it looks, and this is going to tie in beautifully. And I'm really glad that we went with this 57 versus the ugly brown rock that Brad just got today. He said it's what we picked out, and I'm not saying he's not right, but I don't know what we were thinking if it was the right one, because going from the light color to a dark color and the same swoopies, this doesn't seem like me, but who knows? And they'll probably, once they dry out and wash off, won't be as dark like this won't be. But I gotta tell you, when he brought those home and I looked at them, I just kept thinking, wow, that's not pretty at all. But maybe it'll look better. Maybe they're dirty and he rinsed them off, and they did look a little better, but they still weren't pretty. So I'm so glad that we talked about it. I'm so glad we're doing this. And I think this is probably easier to work with too. There are so many bugs in the country, and I'm not bug phobic, but wow, there's a lot of bugs. Anyway, so this is gonna look amazing when it's all done. I don't know what we're gonna do with the ugly brown rock. I think the brown rock would look fine in front of the house. I just don't think it would have looked good here, because that's also light. But it's not an issue anymore, because we got this. That might be enough, because you still need it for down there. I think so. I don't know. I'm not good at gauging things. I don't even know if I've got this the right height. Brad can come out here and level something in no time. I'll think something's level, and I'll look at it and it won't be level. So he dumped that there because we need to do around the air conditioning, and that's going to take a little more finesse and landscaping cloth. But wow, look, this is just such a huge difference. This is already made. Look at that. Besides the prep work, this part goes fast.
It's crazy how this has changed the look here. I mean, we've been living in the house for a year and just kind of got used to it being bare clay and a little bit of grass and stuff. But this has just totally changed the look. And one thing Deb was worried about when we were using this on her walkway over there was, will it stay gray? And it doesn't. It washes off. Get a couple rains, it'll wash off, and then the sun will bleach it. This is actually limestone. Florida has a lot of limestone down deep where the aquifer is. So they'll go in and mine that, and it's used for driveways here because we don't have any other kind of rock or quarry where people can get what people use everywhere else, pretty much. We just don't have it native here, so you got to truck it in. Crazy expensive to get that that gray real granite gravel, so we use limestone. But the downside to limestone is that things will grow in it. So limestone is lime, and you put lime on acidic soil so things will grow. So we're going to have a little bit more maintenance because we went with this instead of the river rock. But drainage won't be an issue because even water that gets trapped in here has eventually got to go that way because our house is built on a hill. And Deb wants to take we got some leftover really white river rock and kind of put in here, and that'll change the texture so it's not all angular rock that's been mined. It'll also be like some natural round rock through here as well. But that'll wrap up another project out here at Piney Grove. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. If you would, click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because let's face it, it's 100% free. But until next time, remember, life's short.
Be kind.
Tractor hard. Check out these 2 videos right here. They're pretty cool too.
Take care.